All right, so I'm excited because my nurse called me and she did review, well, the doctor reviewed my blood work and she reviewed my ultrasound that I had today. And so the nurse told me that I'm gonna be starting medication tomorrow, and the medication is to prepare me for my embryo transfer. Now, I've gone through IVF 2 times, but I've never gone through an embryo transfer. I've never gone through this process that I'm gonna go through, so I feel excited, relieved, nervous, like all the above, but relieved because I'm happy that that my blood work and everything looks fine. Relieved because this is something that I've been looking forward to. After my first egg retrieval, I actually thought that I would be going through this process to get me ready for a transfer, but instead my doctor suggested I do another egg retrieval, pretty much going through IVF again. So I've never been at this point where I'm ready for my transfer, or getting ready for my transfer. So this will be interesting. So there is like a pill that's gonna have to be inserted vaginally. I don't know really how that's gonna work yet. And then there's patches that I'm gonna have to put on, and then I am gonna do the Lupron still, but instead of 10 mil, I'm gonna do 5. So the dosing of that is changing. So I'm excited, nervous, just a little bit, like, I don't know, anxious. I think anxious is the most accurate word I could use right now. Just very anxious. But I'm just gonna pray for the best outcome. Today's Wednesday. I have a virtual doctor appointment on Monday to talk to the doctor. So yeah, so just like anticipating that to come, to see what she tells me. And then I also have an appointment on Monday. So Monday I will be going back to the doctor again. So yeah, just getting these things going. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since I've had my egg retrieval. Next week will be 3 weeks, and like, I know that this whole PGT testing that I'm getting done on the 3 embryos, like, I don't know, like, time's gone by fast. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, so pretty much maybe in 2 weeks, like, the embryos would have already been tested, and then I could know the results of that. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that good news, and I will make sure to just bring you along, that way you could see what medication I'm taking. That way you could see, like, sort of what this process looks like. I'm pretty sure the medication's pretty standard, so I'm pretty sure that what I'm doing now is like typically what someone would do in my situation, where they're getting their body ready for the transfer. So I'm pretty sure, if you're considering IVF, you're gonna pretty much do what I'm doing right now. So hopefully this helps you. That way you're aware of what to expect, because I think being unsure of what to expect is what's scary about IVF, and just everything being new. Like, that's definitely scary or intimidating, or and then lastly, I did want to mention that my ultrasound, everything looks good. So what they do is they look at the cysts that are left. So after they retrieve the embryos from, or the eggs from your ovaries, you're left with cysts. So what they do in this baseline appointment that I just had, which is during your menstrual cycle, I think they do it on like day 2 to 5, or somewhere around there. So they measure your uterus lining, and they look at the cysts that are there, and they measure them. I was told that my right ovary is swollen or enlarged, and I did tell the nurse that my right ovary actually had a lot of follicles, so it makes sense as to why my right ovary is a little swollen, or more swollen, should I say, than my left one. And I do want to say that if you're going through this, just be patient with yourself, be patient with your body. A lot of information that I've seen honestly downplays, you know, this type of surgery. You know, like, if you read about it, you're like, oh, it's no big deal. But honestly, it is a big deal. It is surgery. Your body has to recover from it. You know, like, you give yourself shots, you know, and you put your body through a lot. So during these 2 weeks, my body has been healing, you know, and that might also be why I've been tired. I have been, you know, having some headaches and, you know, just that. And also, you might think that your body has healed after a week or maybe even a couple days after egg retrieval, but I just want to tell you to just still take it easy. Even if you think that your body has healed, still, you know, take your time. Take your time with getting back to the swing of things, right? Like, they tell you to rest and to not carry heavy things, you know. So after a week, you might feel like, okay, I could get back to it. I could get back to the gym. I can do this. And I just want to say, just rest, you know, at least for the 2 weeks, you know, rest. Don't take things too fast because you could hurt yourself, right? Like, not that, I think like it was last week, I carried something and like my ovary hurt, right? And I'm like, that's weird. And then days after the surgery, I moved too fast. Like, I did like this, or like I jumped out of bed. Like, I don't know exactly what I did, but I yelled in pain because my ovary hurt. Like, that movement really hurt. So things like that made me realize, like, slow down. Like, you're not healed 100%. So I just want to give you that information and give you that advice. Like, take it easy, give your body time to rest, time to heal, and just ease back into things, right? Don't feel pressured. Don't feel like you have to get back to work right away. Don't feel like you have to do everything that you were doing before surgery. Like, you know, take your time. And I know that's easier said than done, because I personally like to do everything, right? Carry everything, do everything, you know, like, I like to be on the go. But, you know, going through this, I realized, like, I need to calm down. I need to take my time. I need to ask for help, right? Like, that's one of the things I struggle with, is asking for help. So when I, you know, lately, if I need help carrying stuff up or anything like that, I ask for help. And your family, if you have family or friends that really care about you, they'll be there to help you. You know, just let them know that you're gonna need them for a period of time, and I'm sure it won't be a big deal. So yeah, so even though it's been 2 weeks, my ovaries are still enlarged. You know, so I'm still healing, right? I'm still healing, and I need to realize that I'm still healing, and I still need to take it easy. Like, I still can't overdo it or think that, like, I'm 100, because this ultrasound pretty much confirmed, like, I'm not 100. Like, I'm still not to where I was before surgery. So I just need to take it easy. So that's what I plan to do. Just take it easy, let my body heal. Again, like, when you go through IVF, like, you're putting your body through a lot, and, you know, you need to rest, take it easy. So I think I said take it easy like a lot of times. So hopefully, if you got anything from the video, is just that. Just take it easy. Trust your body, listen to your body. And again, like, don't feel that you should be okay the next day. You know, if you're not okay the next day, you know, take time off of work. Take time to yourself to heal. And I would even go a step further. When you're getting ready for the surgery, I would suggest you take time off of work. Even if your job isn't like a labor job where you're lifting stuff, like even if it's not one of those, still take time to yourself. That way you could lay down if you don't feel good. That way you could rest longer. So that's my advice. Take time off of work. Let everyone know that you're not available. Be available for yourself and let your body heal. I hope this video was helpful. I plan to continue to record, my journey, how my experience goes, and the whole hope of this is for you to see this and for you to learn from it, right? Like, this is all a learning experience. I wish I knew someone who had gone through this so they could tell me sort of what to expect or what to do, but unfortunately I don't have somebody who can tell me that they've gone through this. Like, part of it is it's uncomfortable, like nobody wants to say I'm going through IVF, right? Like, there's a stigma around it, and again, like, you feel alone. You feel like no one else is going through this, right? So even if someone else is going through this that I know, like, what are the chances they would tell me, right? Like, again, like, no one wants to talk about it. I feel a certain kind of way, about it, but I'm kind of getting over that. I'm being more open and just talking about it to people, like, yeah, I'm doing IVF, like, yeah, this is happening. So I feel like I'm more now at the acceptance part of this journey. Sharing it on YouTube is definitely weird, right? Because it's not like I'm just telling my friend, like, I'm telling strangers, like, hey, this is what I'm going through. But again, I feel that all of this is worth it. If you see it and if it encourages you to do this, then I feel like it's worth it. If it gives you information to help you make a decision of whether this is for you or not, I think it's worth it. And I just think us women need to talk more about IVF, about infertility, about our journeys, because we're not alone. A lot of women are going through the same issues that we are, and I think it's all about just sharing information. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll make sure to keep in touch.